What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? How are you guys doing today, man? Make sure we good. Let me make sure we good. We good. All right, cool. What's up, y'all? How is everybody doing today, man? You already should know. Go. It's your boy B back with another video, right? So I got something that I got to talk about. I want to make sure we live and we stay live because this thing been messing up. But all right. So I just got a comment. Well, I got a few comments, and first, before we start talking about much, I want to talk about counterfeit versus generic. Okay. I want to talk about the fact that a lot of you guys may actually be suspected of being fraudulent at times by others because you don't sell products with logos. But I want to make this very clear. One thing that I realize is that the people that have all of this judgment on, oh, you sell counterfeit. First of all, we don't sell counterfeit. We just don't sell products that got damn logos on it. Like, I think that, it's a few things that I really got to address, like dead serious. You ready? At the end of the day, when it comes to becoming a reseller, whether you're selling phones, a business owner in general, right? One of the biggest lessons that I had to learn was that you can't sell everything, right? And you also got to know what to sell, when to sell, and how to sell it. And I didn't know that. I thought that I could sell JBL. I thought I could sell Samsung. I've tried all of it. I've tried all of it. I tried to sell Samsung, JBL. I tried to sell Apple phones, like literally through Apple. I've tried all of it. And all of it put restrictions on you. All of it held you back. All of it made your business not really a business. Let me tell you guys something. I have never brought this to the internet. I've never brought this to the internet, what I'm about to tell you. But I'll tell you guys. You ready? So when I first started with my phone store, I failed. I built another phone store. That phone store did good, okay? It did so good that I had a guy that I used to work with doing Verizon, okay? And this guy said to me, hey, I now work with T-Mobile. Do you want to meet up? I said, all right, sure, right? So I'm thinking that, mind you, I have like 3 employees at the time. They're all 1099, which means they're all independent contractors, okay? So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I'm about to meet up with him. I already got employees. They're going to get paid because he obviously wants us to be a T-Mobile store. So I meet up with the guy. He says, yeah, I want you to be a T-Mobile store. I see the merchandise. I see the marketing. I see your volume. He like, yeah, I want you to open up your own store through us, under us. So, because they were a major partner. If you know anything about T-Mobile, you only can get a T-Mobile store if you become a part of a partner, okay? So, boom, we like, all right, bet. I'm like, bet, right? I'm about to make this money. Now I got a big brand behind me, right? So what ended up happening, guys, is I had this big brand behind me. I had to abide by a bunch of rules and regulations. And they tried to take over my business, right? I couldn't do certain things, sell certain things, hang certain things, because now I am not me. I am T-Mobile. Now I am strictly a product of what T-Mobile actually is. Therefore, I now can't do everything. Shout out to you, Dell, for subscribing. Thank you. So yeah, I think that it's a really important thing for you guys to understand that selling out is not always good. Being that person that's selling the little boo-boos, the little boo-boos, right? You can't sell those in store. You can't sell Apple products in your store. You can't sell name brand products in your store. So let me explain to you guys why I'm so upset. Because I'm sick and tired of people telling me that products like this right here, okay, this right here is counterfeit. I don't think people understand quite yet what counterfeit the freak is, okay? This is not counterfeit. This is a generic product. It don't have no Apple logo on it, yes, but it's not counterfeit. Counterfeit is when you sell it and you're trying to sell it as if it is a good that is similar to what another one is, right? And I get it. If we go straight to the definition, right? If we look up what is the definition of counterfeit, right? I'm about to pull it up. Hold up. I get it, right? Made in exact imitation of something valuable. So you have to look and think, is this me? This is a MagSafe charger, guys, okay? Shout out to everybody on TikTok. What's up, what's up, what's up? I don't know why it won't let me go live on my desktop today on TikTok, so I just went live like this. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all want to see the screen, please go to Educate a Hustler. Hustler Taught Me on YouTube. Click the link in the bio. But, yeah, this is not an exact imitation, okay? That's why it's not counterfeit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Door dashing, saving up for $500. Yeah. I feel you, bro. D-Lo, I feel you. Listen, grind, bro. If you don't believe it or not, I got a friend. He did DoorDash and he kept grinding, bro. He kept grinding. I think he was trying to save up $1,500, and he ended up getting himself situated to where he doesn't have to DoorDash anymore. He went all the way. He lives in Jersey. He went all the way to New York to DoorDash, and he was just busting his behind to get some bread. And long story short, he now sells a lot of products on eBay. He sells like Apple products. He sells regular generic products as well, and he's doing well. But I will tell you, DoorDash is not a long-term income stream, and I'm glad that you're utilizing it as somewhere to actually build your bread up to get into something and reinvest into something. That's really good, bro. Shout out to D-Lo, man. Shout out to D-Lo. But the main point is, like, bro, this ain't counterfeit. And y'all gotta stop with and not everybody, but the people that are upset because they can't do this shit. You gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. If you want to resell. Stop hating, bro, just because you are living a life you don't want to. Just because you ain't in the situation you feel you should be, you want to be hate on everybody else, bro. Get out of here with all of that. And I just really have to address that because a lot of us that are reselling, we're trying to resell for validation, bro. We reselling, but we also reselling for people to see us. Let's keep it at 100. Let's keep it 100. A lot of us, we are reselling because we want to make money, but we also want to look good doing it. We also want to look good doing it. Listen, I want to look good doing it too. But I've realized recently that that is not possible. You can't try and look good and actually look good and also make money. See, it's going to be a fall off because reselling is ugly. Building a business is ugly. It's complicated. It's you being broke sometimes. It's you going without sometimes. It's you not being able to have a social life sometimes. It's you being in the office hot as a motherfucker on live sometimes. It's all about sacrifice. So it's about sacrifice, bro. You got to really be willing to sacrifice. There's too many people that talk and pop too much shit but ain't doing what it takes. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I really am, because I really care about the people I talk to. You feel me? I really do. Because I really got time in this shit. Like, I really grind my ass off in real life and watch a lot of people come on the internet and act like they live in a life that they don't. I'm talking about these people that fix credit. I'm talking about these people that teach people how to sell digital products. I'm talking about people that teach people how to create ebooks. I'm talking about people that teach people how to make extra money from income streams, like fucking filling out fucking flyers and fucking surveys and shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Why? Because I think we have made it a point to try and make so much money on the internet that we forget that when we cut the damn phone and the computer off, we got to live real life. And there's a lot of people that are genuinely trying to make bread and really trying to make money, that are really watching these videos, that are really trying to grind, that are really trying to duplicate and replicate shit that people show, and they ain't getting nothing because what they watching is bullshit. Facts. Bro, I used to date a girl that was all into this credit stuff. Oh, yeah, credit this and credit that. I fix credit. I fix credit. All right, bet you fix credit. Yeah, I fix credit. All right, help me out with mine. So she went out. She said she's going to help me with my credit. Do you think she helped me with my credit? No, absolutely not. Just a cute face and no credit fixing, okay? Okay? Oh, well, yeah. And then I hear in the next room, yeah, because if you get the digital ebook, it shows you exactly how to put in your disputes. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? You ain't doing that in real life. But it's all about what you show on the internet, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Because when you really grind and you really put in the time, you can tell real from fake, bullshit from real shit. You can tell somebody that actually want it more than they want to breathe, or somebody that wants to seem like they want it so that they can actually put on the facade, bruh. Like, I've been really homeless. Like, really homeless. And I'm sure a lot of, and I don't ever want it to be no, like, sad story. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I don't ever want it to be no sad story, right? But I've been really sleeping under cars, bro. I really have slept in basements at friends' houses. I've really had to stand outside of bus transportation centers with a table, a fold-out table, selling electronics. Like, I really grind, bro. Like, I'm really a hustler. So, like, when I see people actually, and I'm going to be real transparent. This is like kind of a rant before we get into, like, other stuff. But it's okay, right? I really see other people getting more validation and success in the social media space when they do shit that they feel looks good. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, you on the same wave. Exactly. W rant. I appreciate you. But I really see it. Like, I see the people, they like I got people and friends that are really big in the space of, like, influencing, and they got like 100K followers. You wanna know what they tell me? When we at the gym playing ball and we stop playing ball, and I'm like, yeah, man, I can't seem to get my followers up. I can't seem to get this, and this, right? They always tell me one thing, bro, they only like drama, and they tell me they only want to hear what they want to hear, bro. So what you got to do is you got to start showing them how to get products on AliExpress. But, bro, AliExpress don't work. It don't matter, bro. That's not what the point. The point isn't about what works, bro. The point is about what makes them feel good, bro. Or, yo, what you do? I had a guy tell me this the other day. What you do, bro? You go to Navy Federal. You go ahead and get a loan. I swear this is what he told me. You go ahead and get a loan. You go get some nice wheel, real nice wheel. You put the nice wheel on Instagram. You put it on TikTok. He was like, and then what you do is you say you're a drop shipper. He was like, then what you do, you go on Fiverr, and then you hire somebody to edit photos for like the Shopify payment things. I forget what he called it. The thing, the graph. He's like, yeah, you do that. You hire somebody to edit your reels, and you make sure that you're putting social proof on there, bro. And I'm telling you, people will buy it, bro. And then what you do is you sell a mentorship. Yeah, and video editor, right, and video editor. And it's like, bro, I could do that, but I'm telling you this 100%. There's too many. It's too much of a risk to do that because I got people looking at me. I got children, right? So what I look like going on the internet, like, yeah, guys, drop ship this and do that and do this. And I'm this successful guy. And then in real life, I'm a entrepreneur struggling to build my wholesale business. I ain't where I want to be at all. I don't front. I don't act. I don't try to put on no motherfucking front. You want to know why, though? Because I feel like connecting to my audience is better than connecting to any audience, right? And I really think, like, you have all of these groups. You got all of these groups and all of these people that are promoting to you guys. And I really hope that you guys are being smart, because I'm going to tell you this right now. Anybody that's trying to tell you that you can fucking make money without any asset is fucking lying. 100%. Why do people tell you to go online and do the bare minimum and expect everything in return? If they are telling you to go ahead and drop ship, right? If somebody's saying, yo, bro, go drop ship, right? They're saying, yo, go drop ship, go and get this app. Make sure you put my code in, though. Make sure you put my code in. Like, make sure you put my code in. If they saying make sure you put my code in, and then go ahead and looking at that extension for the Google Chrome, and it's going to tell you all the TikTok trending products to sell, why would he tell you to do that if he making money doing it? Facts. Why would somebody ever teach you how to make money when they're already making money doing it? Why? I just want to know. Let me tell you why. Because the fact is, people have found interest in topics that people have interest in. They then say, okay, I have interest in this topic that others have interest in, but I want to make myself seem like an expert, because if I seem like an expert, I then can attract people that are interested. Even though I'm interested as well, I'll do a little bit more research. I'll make sure that maybe I have a little head start when it comes to income. Maybe I have a good job. Maybe I have a work at home job. Maybe I have some type of income coming in. I'm going to use that income to supplement the lifestyle that I want to show, because all I got to do to people that want to make money and they are struggling and they hate their job is show them that I'm living better than them. Facts. That's what people need to do. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to tell you something right now, bro. I see, and I live in Philly, just to let everybody know. I live in Philadelphia, okay? And I see, and Philadelphia is one of the worst places to network, because there's not a lot of people just out there to network with, right? They're there, but it's a place where people are on guard because there's so much dumb stuff going on. But I'm not from here. I'm from Jersey, moved here to start my business, everything good. But the point of the matter is, before I got successful in anything, I lost my first store. I lost my friends. I lost my family. I lost my girlfriend. I lost my kids. I lost my connections. I lost being able to, I lost my mother. I lost my brother. My mom told me I wasn't shit. My grandmother getting old, and I'm scared that she's not going to see me succeed to the best height or the best of my ability before she dies. I have people in my family that doubt me. I have family that never came and bothered to show up at my store. I invited my cousins to my store openings and my store game nights and my store holiday events, and they never showed. I've done all of this shit. I had a few guys from overseas try to steal my business up under me because they promised me a partnership because they were my landlords, and they said that they were going to expand my brand. I moved to California. I tried to start my business out there, but when I did that, I didn't know anybody. I got in a mix with a bunch of celebrities that were doing coke and heroin and a bunch of different things, and I knew that was not me, so I moved my ass up out of there. Plus, the gang stuff was crazy. I dated a girl out there. She got mad at me, started saying she's going to bring the Crips and the Bloods to my apartment. I said, I'm out. I'm going back to the East Coast. I've been through so much, right? So, like, when I get on this internet, I'm not an expert at this, but I am an expert at talking, articulating, motivating, and also being myself, because I remember how it was on a journey to get to where I'm going. Like, I didn't actually know that I knew I wanted to make money. I just didn't know how. And like what happened was I had to actually try to make money, even though the way I was making money wasn't the way that I was going to make money. The way that I wanted to make money was doing a modeling agency. You want to know why? Because I like bad bitches. That's why. I like being around beautiful women. You feel me? So that's what I wanted to do. But that failed. That failed. I put around $10,000 into a modeling agency. It made no money. Paid photographers, paid models. I paid for event spaces. I paid a bunch of money. I made nothing. So don't tell me that you're making money fucking drop shipping. Now I'm about this close to calling people out. Now let's do a bank account challenge. A live bank account challenge. Now I'm not saying my bank account is the biggest, nor am I saying it's the smallest, but I will say this, bro. Stop falling for anything. Because if you fall for anything, you're going to fall your ass into debt. You're going to fall your ass into going back to that 9 to 5, even though you're trying to escape it. Don't ever regret or try to run away from your life to the point to where you'll run into anything else. Don't become that type of person. Do not. Yo, Don, what's popping, bro? What's popping? What's up? Don't. Because there's so much possibilities out there for you guys. And it's just, it's annoying and depressing that you got so many people out here talking about, yo, I appreciate you, Dom. I appreciate you, bro. It's depressing because it's so many people out here, though, acting like it's easy. That's just it. Acting like it's easy. Acting like it's easy. Bro, you know how much I had to fucking work today? I couldn't find time to make a story. Look, I got a cap cut reel I couldn't even finish editing. Look, you want to know why though? Because I really run a business. That's why. Because it's not that easy. And I'm going to tell you something. Running a business makes things difficult. You know, my kids at my grandma's crib right now. You want to know why? Not because I don't want to chill with my cribs, take them out of the country, do da-da-da-da. No, but because I know for a fact I can't give them the undivided attention during their summer that they deserve. Because I'm too busy busting my ass to make sure my daughter don't got a slave for nobody else that don't appreciate her. Facts. But then people get on here and they tell me, like we have video call. I got video calls with people and they tell me to my motherfucking face, yeah, you know, I just want to drop ship. I just want to drop ship and I just want to go and can I just get the products from your warehouse whenever they sell? And when they sell, hit you up and get an invoice? You can. And you know, automatically I know failure. Automatically. I'm sorry to hurt y'all feelings, the people that do it. I'm sorry, but you are. I know that you're a failure. No, not a failure. You have a failure mindset. Why? Because anybody that don't want to put any skin in the game is somebody that's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And if you 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you conflicted. You don't know if you want to be a bum or you want to be a successful person. Now, let me explain. Bum is a mentality in my book, right? A bum mindset is somebody that doesn't believe in themselves enough to actually act on what they want, but instead believes in somebody enough to get paid whatever the other person or that business tells you you're worth. That's what a bum is to me. A bum is somebody that says, yo, bro, I got extremely hard work ethics. I am a hard worker. I'm a hustler. But yet your daughter goes without. But yet you got your baby mom taking a bus. But yet you're thinking that just because you take the bare minimum that you're doing, bro, listen. And I told this story before. I had an employee. This changed my fucking life. This changed the way I viewed entrepreneurship. I had a girl that worked for me, and she was the sweetest young lady ever. She worked at my phone store, and, you know, she was one of those timid employees, like the timid employees that were just sweet, but she was emotional. Like, if you've ever been a boss or you've been a manager, let's say, and you're managing females, you know, managing females is one of the hardest things ever. Because they come in and they have different moods. So one day I'm going on vacation. I'm going to DR so I can meet a distributor. So I tell her I'm going to DR. I have to go and get another manager. I am cool with people at T-Mobile. So I tell this T-Mobile guy, hey, I'll pay you. When's your off day? He says, my off day is such and such. I said, yo, I'll give you $500. You come to my store and you work for this week. He does it. He takes PTO and he's getting paid. Tell me how. The girl that was at my job, yeah, the girl that was working the job, that was there, right? She was doing work on the job. Okay, I want you guys to realize this is a job, okay? Not a hangout. She is pretty nice, right? She looks pretty good. The guy comes in with cases of beer, persuades her to drink, okay? So he comes in with cases of beer and persuades her. Now, I know, you know, listen, she drunk. Okay, that's her fault. I got it. But he was an older young man, and she was like 19, 20, 21, around that. Maybe 22. Maybe I'm gassing it. But regardless, she was peer pressured, she says. Then she started drinking, got drunk, called me in the bathroom. I just got off a plane. Called me in the bathroom. Hey, no, text me. Hey, are you in Philly? I'm like, no, I'm not in Philly. What's wrong? Oh, I need help. Huh? I need help. I'm like, what you need? Such and such has me in the bathroom, and I'm scared to come out because he keeps trying to touch me. What? I was so confused. Now, I handled this situation, and I choose not to tell you guys how I handled the situation. The situation was handled. She was good. But I do want to say this. Imagine that if that was your daughter, your sister, your cousin, your mom. Now, let me explain why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because the point of not having control over the situations your loved ones go through because you didn't want to have control over your discipline, it doesn't sit well with me. That shit don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me. It just don't. Because when that call happened, I just thought to myself, yo, what if that was my daughter? Because you want to know what happened after that? I said, hey, I wouldn't mind if you went to go find another job after that. After experiencing that, I wouldn't mind if you left. She said to me, lie to you not, I'm sleeping in my car. I need the money because I'm working towards saving up for an apartment. My mom is on something. She couldn't go back home because her mom she didn't feel safe. But the point of the matter is, it's like, yo, what if that was my daughter? What if I didn't do everything I could to make sure that she was never in that position? See, that's the difference. You got motherfuckers that's too busy trying to figure out how to drop ship, and they don't want to build their own businesses. And I'm not saying everybody needs to build their own business, but please don't just take what someone gives you. Do you think that I pay my employees what I think that they are worth? Do y'all think that? Do you think that anybody, any business will pay you to what they think that you're worth? Why would I pay you to not need me? You heard me. Why would I pay you not to need me? That don't make sense. That's stupid. Not business like. See, business don't got emotions. It doesn't feel sad for anyone. Business doesn't say, oh, well, I'll give you a 50-cent raise. That's not what business does. Business is all about money, all about manipulating situations to get the best outcome for the business, because the business has to succeed. But let me tell you something. Don't ever put yourself in that place. Don't ever put yourself in that position. And most of all, remember the people that are dependent on you. Maybe they may not realize that they're dependent on you. Maybe they may not realize that you are the person to start the generational wealth. Maybe they may not realize that you are the motherfucker to start the generational wealth. Maybe they may not realize that you are the person. You're the starting stepping stone. You are. You're the person. You're the person to actually put your motherfucking toes in that pool to see if it's cold or hot. It's you. It ain't nobody else. Who else gonna do it? Who else is gonna do it? Who else is gonna do it? Who else is gonna go ahead and start this shit if you don't? Nobody else, bruh. Nobody else. So when you sit there and you go through the stress, the struggles, the failures, the sadness, the happiness, the fucking depression, when you go through all of that shit, remember nobody else is going to do it, so you got to. And if you don't, then fuck it. You don't got what it takes. And I'll speak for my gentlemen, right? Some of y'all don't have what it takes to do it. Some of y'all don't got what it takes to do it. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. Some of you don't got what it takes to do it because when you fail, you quit. Some of y'all don't got what it takes to actually succeed because when you fail, you when that motherfucking stove burning, you move your hand and you don't never go near it again. When that motherfucking stove is burning and it hit me, I said, okay, let me go ahead and find another fucking way. I don't stop. I don't quit. I don't give up. Not because I'm better than anybody, but because I understand that somebody is dependent on me. And if you don't have no kids, we ain't talking about no lovey-dovey kitty shit. We talking about generational wealth. You know, I was talking to a girl the other day, and I said, yo, what's generational wealth to you? You want to know what she told me? And all my fellas, listen up, man. You want to know what she told me? This shit hurt me, bro. You want to know what she told me? She said, generational wealth is when you have something to give to someone else after you die. I said, so, okay, cool. Well, what if you don't have anything to give but knowledge? She said, well, what do you mean? You can't give knowledge when you die. I said, you're right, but I'm talking about what if you, throughout the time of your life, spread the knowledge of the failures that you actually had to the person that is succeeding you, the person that's going to come after you. She said, well, Knowledge isn't generational wealth. I said, generational wealth isn't knowledge? She says, no. I said, why do you say that? She said, because generational wealth is when you have something tangible. She said, if you don't pass something tangible down, you are a failure. I said, what you mean? I said, so hold on. This is a true conversation. I said, so do you mean to tell me if it was a dad, right? And the dad he had 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever, and he had a girl, she stayed at home, but he actually taught his kids his business, right? Like every day his kids went with him to his business, right? Fucking delusional. You're right. Every day the kids went with him to the business, and he taught them how to pack, how to source, how to invest, how to do profit margins, I said, so he teaching them, right? But he can't go all the way up because he's teaching 3 children by himself, hypothetically, right? I said, so a man can only carry but so much on his back. So how do you think that's a failure? That's what I asked the person. 100% truth. The person says to me, because if that man doesn't have anything to give to the kids, the knowledge doesn't matter. So the reason I tell you fellas that, right, is because that conversation hurt, not for me, but it hurt because if one person has that mindset, I believe someone else does. If you mean to tell me that you think that I'm only as successful as what I leave behind, and I'm also only as beneficial as what I leave behind, not the knowledge I give, then you got me fucked up. That's just really how I felt. Like in my head, the whole time, I'm just like, wow, fucked up. But that's how some people view us, as you're only good as what you bring home. And a lot of us put that pressure on ourselves. And that's when we go into panic mode and we start just doing any motherfucking thing. What about me, the person? My worth is, yeah, facts. But see, what happens is people forget about you as a person. And here's the thing, in return, you do too. In return, you forget about you as the person too. You start thinking that you're only transactional as well. Because see, when we start thinking about generational wealth and start thinking about money, it ain't sexy. Money ain't cool. It's only cool when you got it. But it ain't cool when you're working for it. It ain't cool when you're failing from it. It ain't cool when you lose it. But let's definitely understand what the difference is between a failure and a success, between a reseller and a scammer, as I listed this YouTube video. The difference is some people are going to always try to get it the easy way. The worst part of the person losing themselves, it's a hard hole to come out of. It is. It's a hard, I agree with that. It's a hard hole to come out of. It's a hard hole to crawl out of because, see, it's hard to crawl out of a hole that you have no rope to get out of. You have no leverage to climb. Let's really think about that, right? How the hell do you climb out of a situation when you don't have any way out? I'm talking and I'm reaching to some people out there that already got families. They already got people that depend on them. It ain't no motherfucking way out, okay? You already got the mortgage. You already got all of the expenses, the wife and everything. It ain't no motherfucking way you getting out of this shit. You done dig the hole for yourself, and it ain't no way that you gonna get out of it. It ain't no way. I done talked to people that were fathers that were struggling and stressed out because their wife was a stay-at-home wife, and she was not doing shit for him, but telling him what he's trying to do isn't good enough. And you want to know what? He already knew that this was it. He couldn't climb out of this hole, bruh. You can't always climb out of a hole. Sometimes you got to sit in that motherfucker and you got to realize how to make that hole. How to make that hole something else, something more. How to actually reanalyze, re-strategize, and figure out how to make the most out of your situation. So fuck the reselling and the phone flipping. Fuck all of that, bruh. Forget all of that. I'm talking to you, the person that's so gullible. Gullible. because you want it so bad. It's a difference between wanting something bad that you fall for anything. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it, bruh. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because we all done been through some shit, bruh. We all done been through something. We all done been through something. All of us. We have all been through something. We've all been through something that we felt like we couldn't get out of. We've all been through some shit, bruh. So for us all to have went through something, but not all of us to be able to have that want and that need to get the fuck up out of it, scary. But sometimes you got to leave people behind. And you want to know what I learned this week? I learned that no matter what, you're either going to have to separate yourself or you're going to let other people bring you closer to them in failure. Let me explain, bro. There's a difference. Oh, my God. I lost my train of thought. Yo, what the freak? But there's a difference between, I don't even know what I was saying because I just read some crazy ass comment. But I will say this, y'all. It's just, I don't know, man. People will fall for any motherfucking thing, bruh. Anything. Thoughts on Macari? I started posting and love it so far. Macari is really, really good. I think Macari's cool for bundles and trying to like resell things that are trending. Macari is more so a momentum app. It's not a selling app, in my opinion. It's not like an app that you can make thousands of dollars on just selling the same stuff. You got to be able to pivot on trends and be able to find different ways to make the most value out of each of your listings, because Macari, it's not a platform people spend a lot of money on if you don't have products they want. You know what I mean? But it's a really great platform. I do like Macari. I do. I like Macari. eBay I like better. Oh my God, yeah, eBay I like better. But yo, that's another thing, bro. This motherfucking Amazon shit, bro. Get the fuck, yo. Let me stop cursing. What the, yo? Calm down. Get it out. I'm trying to get it out. Hold up. All right. I'm gonna get it out. Just very calm. So, there's a difference between thrifting and reselling. There's a difference. You have people that thrift and you have people that resell. Okay? Now, nothing is wrong with either or. Reselling. No, let's start with thrifting. Thrifting is definitely going to be more of a restriction and more of a it's gonna be very difficult because you're depending on other people's inventory, right? You go to the thrift store, you go to Walmart, Target, you're depending on their sales, right? You're not necessarily depending on your own. Thank you for the money gun. Thank you, bro. Thank you, I appreciate it. But you're more so depending on just, you just freaking messed my thought up. What was I talking about? Dominique, yo, you are hilarious, yo. Oh, Amazon. All right, so when you're thrifting, it's like you're depending more so on just everybody else's inventory. But when it comes to, when it comes to reselling, you're depending on your own inventory, right? So what's killing me is I have people that do Amazon FBA. And I've done Amazon FBA. And people ask me all the time, what's my thought on Amazon and Amazon FBA? So, number one, speaking of that, is my Amazon package here? Number one, Amazon FBA is not what people try to make it seem like, right? And I'm going to explain to you why. Oh, it is here, too. That's crazy work. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. But I got people, right? And they're like, yo, Amazon FBA. Listen, Amazon FBA is never going to make you enough money. And that is why you have creators try to teach you how to do it. Because it's not even making them enough money. See, when it comes to Amazon in general, Amazon is a monopoly. Now, everything I'm about to say is all opinionated right here. Okay. It's a monopoly. Amazon will always make sure Amazon comes out on top. Amazon charges you as a creator to actually list. Amazon also makes sure that you abide by their guidelines, and they make sure that you have to ask them to sell certain things, right? So why do you think that people are trying to teach you how to sell on Amazon? Why do you think people are like, yeah, click the link in my bio and join my course on how I teach you how to ship shit to Amazon so Amazon can actually sell it, right? Look, facts. Everything I'm saying is facts. People will try to teach you how to do simple shit, even though it's simple, and then try to make it seem as if they're charging you to make you more wealthy. Let me make this very clear. The reason why I teach people how to resell, because I love the fact that when I do this type of topic, in my head I think, bro, you sound like a hypocrite. But the reason why I teach people how to resell is because I am a wholesaler. I'm somebody that has a wholesaling company where I sell electronics. If I didn't sell electronics, then if I was just teaching you how to resell or phone flip, what would be the purpose? What would be the purpose? What would be the purpose of me teaching you how to phone flip when I'm already phone flipping? Can anybody tell me what the purpose would be? What would be the purpose for me teaching you how to phone flip? There will be no purpose. Because I'm phone flipping. Why would I teach my competition? Why would I tell you the products to sell on Amazon when I need to sell them on Amazon? Let me explain. If we go Amazon FBA, we're going to see a bunch of people. And all of these people, not saying they all are bad, none of them are bad, okay? All of these people I've been intrigued by, because I can't for the life of me figure out why somebody would want to teach somebody how to make money doing what they're doing if it's no win for them. So, prime example, if you're a distributor, I understand, because you are now getting out of that game and you're now moving into starting to sell products to people. But other than that, it doesn't make no damn sense. And that's a fact. How the hell do you take this apart? And that's a fact. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. And remember that everything isn't what people try and portray. And remember that every single day you should be on a goal and a mission. And the reason you should be on a goal and a mission, Dom, go live with me, man. Pull up. Come live with me. Everybody should be aware of their mission and goal. But a lot of people, when I ask them, what's your end goal? Even entrepreneurs. I ask successful entrepreneurs this all the time. I say, yo, bro, what's your end goal? Like, what you trying to do? I'm trying to make some bread, bro. I'm trying to do this, bro. But what's your end goal, bro? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Not a lot of people have an answer. Not a lot of people have an answer. And you want to know why a lot of people don't have an answer? Because people are so busy trying to figure out how to stop doing what they're already doing, because what they're doing isn't something either they love or they're benefiting from. I hate selling electronics, but I benefit from it. I'm happy with it, but I hate it. I don't like it, like at all. I like at all. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to use this. I hate selling electronics, but it's something I'm good at. So I do it. You feel me? But don't ever get it twisted. Phone flipping, prime example. I barely make videos really phone flipping or talking about it. You want to know why? Because phone flipping, the only benefit that I have on or to people with phone flipping is I can teach people how to get buyers. I also connect people with buyers, and I've been doing that for years. My phone flipping buyer price is hustlertoldme.com. Don't forget it, right? But the problem with that is that what I'm gonna keep telling y'all the same stuff. Okay, guys, so this is how you flip phones, right? No. So what I do is I'm like, all right, let me teach you guys how to close deals. Let me teach you guys how to actually articulate yourself. Let me give you free game doing that. And see, that's where the win is. Because, see, now I'm teaching you how to actually close a deal and you win, right? But see, a lot of people don't get it. Because a lot of people are too busy trying to be something they're not. There's too many people trying to scam y'all. And then trying to act like they really doing something good, bro. You ain't doing shit. Yo, this camera is so nice. So nice. I love my Pocket 3. I just got a case from Amazon. That's all I got, y'all. That's what I was putting together. But, yeah, because actually, I don't know if y'all know or not. You feel me? I've been putting out some vlogs. You know what I mean? I'm getting back into vlogging. And I'm gonna keep doing vlogs, but I haven't really worked on this page yet, but Brandon the Hustler is gonna be my vlog channel, and because I want to separate it, but yeah, I'm gonna just start uploading on this channel. But yeah, y'all, today was definitely me ranting and raving, because believe it or not, I get a lot of calls throughout the week, and I talk to a lot of people that spend a lot of money with people and lose a lot of money because they don't have what it takes to actually be honest with themselves. It's not the fact you can't be successful. It's the fact that you don't want to. It's not the fact that you can't make money. It's just the fact that you don't know how to. You jump to the easiest thing instead of running to the hardest thing. You keep trying to save your money instead of spending it. And I'm not talking about spending it with me. Bro, spend your fucking money. And what I mean by that is actually literally like spend your money, like invest your bread. Like that's literally the only way to make money. There's no other way to make money. And see, that's why they try to keep us broke. That's why they try to make you live paycheck by paycheck, because they want you to have a bad relationship with money. Because see, what they understand is, okay, if you have a bad relationship with money, one and two things is going to happen. You're going to overvalue it or you're going to devalue it. I know somebody that is broke as a motherfucking joke, and every time they get money, they spend it. I know somebody that is so broke that they can't even put food on the table for their kids, but every time that they DoorDash, they get bread and then they spend it on DraftKings. I know somebody that works paycheck to paycheck and gets paid $840 a week and is late 6 months behind rent, and their rent is $1,200. Not $840 every 2 weeks. I know these people, and see, here's the thing. They won't buy products. They won't invest in themselves. But the reason they're not going to invest in themselves is because they feel like they're always penny pinching. They feel like they're always broke. But the only reason they're always broke is because they don't spend money on the right things. They don't go and invest in products. So, like, if you really wanted to make money, would you sell clones or reps? No. If you really wanted to make money, you would sell products that you know are actually going to help you build your brand. If you really wanted to make money, would you DoorDash? No. Now, you would DoorDash to get your bread up. That makes sense. But not DoorDashing to make a living, not lifting to make a living. Because that's the new thing. If you don't want a job, then go ahead and DoorDash, Uber, or Lyft. But that's going to lead you down the same path, because every time you spend money, you're going to start thinking about the rides you just did to make it. It's facts. And then you got the people that work 9-to-5 jobs, and all they do is get just enough. And then some of y'all do overtime, or some people are happy with their pay. It is nothing wrong with a 9-to-5. It's only something wrong with a 9-to-5 if you don't fucking do anything with the money. And here's the funny thing. A lot of the people that don't do shit with their bread, but they're happy with what they're getting paid, I dare them to go to their manager and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Manager, do you have any investments? What do you spend your money on? I guarantee you their managers spend their money on other things. Most of the managers that I know, they spend money on stocks. They spend money on assets. And their employees are too busy trying to download apps to get paid faster. Most of the people I know that have employees, their employees are maxing out credit cards. Because it's a mindset. If I give you little, you'll never, ever truly anticipating getting more. And that's where we all get stuck. And I really pray for you guys, because I really hope that wherever you're at in your journey, you didn't give up on yourself. And I really hope that wherever you're at in your journey, whoever is doubting you and isn't supporting you does not affect you. I pray for you guys. Because success isn't hard. Because success is in you. Like, the success isn't the money. The success is your habits. You hear me? I'm talking to somebody. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 people, 2 people, 1 person. I'm talking to somebody. I promise you, bro, the success is not in the bread. Because when you get the money, you just want more. When you get the money, you just got to spend more. When you get the money, more bills. Right? I promise you, when you get the money, when I quit, well, I got fired from Sam's. When I got fired and I was crying in the parking lot, right, from Sam's, and then I made money and then I opened my own store, I remember the first day I turned that key to the first store I had, right? Nobody was there. It was just me, not my girl, nobody else. And the store was just there. And I remember thinking to myself, shit, I gotta fill this motherfucker. Like, I gotta put products in here. I gotta get a showcase. I hear you, D-Lo. I hear you. Listen, bro, I hear you too. But I gotta get a showcase. I gotta get products. I gotta get employees. I promise you, that's what I thought. And then when I opened my second store, you wanna know what I thought? Damn, I gotta get products. I gotta get employees. I gotta get insurance. The success ain't in the money. The success is not in the money. The success is literally in the habits that you listen. You got a friend, and all your friend want to do every weekend is party. Cut that motherfucker off. Oh no, but I knew him for a long time. Fuck that. Who gives a fuck? You didn't outgrew him. You outgrew him. You just outgrew him. You're not better than him, but you are destined to be more than him because you know what he's doing is wrong. Or you around a mom that always got to down you and telling you that you ain't doing enough, or you should do this. Block her ass. Block her. Not forever, but you know what I mean? Just for a little bit. Block her so you can lock in. You got family that ain't supporting you. Stop focusing on them. Focus on the people that are. Stop sleeping past 7 a.m. Stop letting money sit in your bank account. Get used to losing money. Get used to losing money. Because when you get used to losing money, money does not control you. Oh, but I got bills. I got bills. We all got bills, bruh. We all got bills. Bills should never run you. Now I know this sound crazy. I know. Now I ain't saying don't pay your bills. But what I am saying is don't be so naive to think, okay, I got bills, but I'm at the club buying drinks. But I still got enough money saved for my bills. But I want to have a little fun. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? You think that that's good enough? That's just what it is, bro. Success ain't about money. It's about building the proper habits to get enough money. What the hell? That's what it's about. I'm telling y'all, bro. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this live, bro. I didn't teach not a god dang thing. I'm sorry. But this is on my heart, man. I don't know. This is just on me. I had to. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching, man. And I'm going to tap in tomorrow. And we going to definitely get to work. But I just want you guys to realize that you are destined for more, bro. You just got to change your habits because you're doing the wrong shit. Stop looking at YouTube videos and videos trying to teach you how to make fake ass fucking dreams happen. There's no goddamn way you're going to make money drop shipping because there's 48,000 other people in your city trying to do the same thing and they ain't got not damn one result. Stop trying to listen to people try to tell you how to make motherfucking money with digital products and they don't own not a goddamn thing and live with their grandmom in the basement. Like, don't allow those things. I appreciate you, Nam. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But just stop. Just stop thinking that people actually are going to guide you towards the right way to make money. They're not. I'm not here to guide not a goddamn soul. I'll let y'all know that. My channels don't guide people. My channels tell you where I messed up. It gives you a foundation on my experience, and you take it however you take it. I can't teach nobody how to hustle. I tell people all the time, when you in practice and you playing ball, that's one thing your coach tell you. I can't teach you how to hustle. I was watching the Eagles interview because the Eagles are the champions. Don't ever disrespect the Philadelphia Eagles, the best team in the NFL. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? But I was watching the interview that one of the guys was making, and he was saying one of the players tackled him. And, you know, you're not supposed to tackle the players because it's training camp. But he tackled him. And then they asked him about it in the press conference. They were like, are you happy that he tackled you? Or could his aggression be good? Or is it kind of like he needs to tone down? And I was really intrigued with the way he answered. He was like, I'd rather pull someone back than have to push them forward. Ew. I almost stopped the car for a sec. Because it go over your head if it's like, if it go over your head if you don't really slow it down. He said, I'd rather pull somebody back than have to push them forward. And I didn't understand what that meant. Like, what the hell does that mean? And then I started to think about it. He'd rather have to pull you back from being so committed to wanting it so much than have to actually push you to actually get it. I'd rather have to tell you, bro, chill for a second, than have to tell you to get your ass up. I'd rather have to tell you, yo, bro, maybe you should get a little bit more sleep. It's 4 a.m., bruh. They had to tell you, yo, it's 12, bro. Like, you gonna get up? I'd rather have to tell you, yo, all right, look, you got enough products. Now just sell them. Rather than tell you, bro, you're going to have to get some type of asset, man. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. But it's a difference, too, between people that want to, I'm just giving these examples, people that want to drop shit versus people that actually want to have inventory. People that want to flip phones versus people that just want to look at phones and then try to find somebody to buy them before they buy them. It's a difference between somebody that wants to spend money and somebody that don't. And here's the funny part. If I was sitting in front of one of them, I know what they would say. They would be like, well, I don't have enough money to start. Well, if you don't have enough money to start, then you need to actually get your ass off the internet and you need to get to work. Well, that's not fair because I work, it's just bills. Well, if you work and you still broke, what does that say about your intelligence? Because if I work and I'm broke and I work and I'm broke, who can change the cycle? Only me, correct? So if I come home, I'm not happy. I come home, I'm not happy. Who fixes that? Me. Like, you can only work and be unhappy for so fucking long. At some point, you gotta get the fuck up and say, I am doing something wrong. That's it. You feel me? I done met people, hey Brandon, yes, I'm so happy I signed up. I'm like, all right, bet, let's get to work. Like, I'm not into all of the funny, let's talk about this and that. Like, I'm into the making bread. Hold on, y'all. I'm live. Hello? What's wrong? Oh, no, I don't. Yeah. All right. What you about to say? It's done. Okay. All right. Bye bye. At the end of the day, oh, I appreciate you, darling nurse. I appreciate you. I really do. Welcome to the family. But it's really like habits. Like it really is. Like you only could be broke because you choose to. Like you only can be broke because you choose to. And that's a lot of people, they just broke because they want to be broke. I done met people that was broke, held it down broke, but sat there and found the way to get the fuck out of it. They found the way to get out of the situation. I don't care where you started. I don't care if you was in the hood. I don't care if you was in the suburbs. I don't care if you black, white, purple, green, circular, triangular. I don't care. There ain't no excuse. Oh my God. Well, listen, man. I was just, man, I'm black. So I'm not successful because I'm black. Fuck that. I hate when my friends give me those excuses too. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna touch on this shit because I don't give a fuck. Oh, well, I didn't have my dad, and bro, I didn't have my dad either. It made me super emotional. It made me not know my worth. Look for a woman that just like my mom. It made me unmanly at times. It made me impulsive. It made me not structured, less disciplined, but I still got through it. Don't ever let yourself tell yourself a lie because it makes you feel good. Oh, well, man, I don't know, man. Like, I want it. I got a friend. Every time we go to a barbecue, we go somewhere. He like, yo, man, all you guys are so successful, bro. I want to get like y'all, bro. I'm gonna get there, bro. I'm gonna get there. And in my head, I'm like, no, the fuck you not. You ain't gonna get there, bro. You ain't never gonna be successful. Not because you don't got it, but because you don't want to. Because you know, in order to be successful, you gotta stop being a fucking coward. You gotta stop complaining. You gotta stop thinking that you're less than. You gotta stop sitting there being in a fucking victim mentality. Oh my God, well, one day I'm gonna get it, but I got kids. I got kids too. You know how hard it is to have kids and a business? It's hard. It is hard. It is very hard. I don't care. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Okay. I used to think to myself, That wasn't hard. That's hard. Having kids and a business, very hard. Okay, but ain't impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. You know the funny thing is, I had to actually sit there, bro, and this is a fact. I had to actually sit there, and I had to. Sorry, y'all. I had to sit there and literally go without seeing my kids for months because I needed to actually get my storefront up and running. And you want to know something? Till this day, like my kids, they love me regardless, and we all cool. I see them every day. You know, I take care of my kids. Like I'm like the number one person. They like my number one fans. They, hey dad, we see you on YouTube, and they sometimes they my one view. You feel me? My kids love me to death, and I love them back. But let me tell you something. Sometimes those sacrifices that you make, bro, like that shit haunts you, cause you think to yourself like, damn, what if I didn't have my own business and I had a 9 to 5? Maybe I could go to my daughter's rehearsals, or maybe I could go to the 7th grade dance. Maybe I could go to the graduation instead of saying, damn, I can't go to the graduation because I'm short on staff. Maybe I could actually do those things, but I can't. I can't because, see, when you have a business and people call out, you got to be the one. But it's okay because, see, when I had my daughter tell me straight to my face, thank you, Dad, I don't ever have to work another day in my life, and I want to start this business. Can I? Yeah, go ahead. Take the money out the trust and do your thing. Being able to have those type of conversations, they come with sacrifice. They come with sacrifice, bruh. And the problem is not a lot of people want to sacrifice. But I'm about to get off here, y'all. I'm actually about to, probably not actually. I'm probably about to actually take a break. Today I have been working. So my birthday is on Sunday. So, and I'm about to go to a few countries this month. Cause I'm definitely 1,000% taking a break, not from content, not from work, but just taking a break from just here. You feel me? So I've been trying to get my content ready, for when I'm on this long behind flight and all that. But I don't know. I'm sort of kind of like discouraged. And before I get off, I'm gonna be vulnerable. Cause I think a lot of people are so much stuck in a victim mentality, they forget that like we all got shit going, right? So like I'm not happy with my progression social media wise, video wise, and all of that. I'm not happy. I feel like I deserve way more credit than what I get. I feel like I deserve way more views, way more everything. Because I feel like I'm ultra consistent. I feel like I'm very consistent. I feel like I give away a lot of information, and every time I try, I get less. Every time I try to figure it out and do better, it gets worse for me. Every time. I feel like every time I think of a video idea and I try to create the video idea, I gotta go and log into YouTube and I see somebody that's in my same niche and they flaunting money on their thumbnail and they get thousands of views and I get 2. I feel defeated. True. Feel defeated. Kind of feel like you're just not doing enough. Been on eBay since 1997. Thank you. A Royal Squirrel. Thank you. Yes, sir. We gotta keep going for sure. Because no matter if I feel defeated or not, y'all wanna know why I keep going? And I really have thought about this too. Why do I keep going and I feel like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like it ain't good enough. Why do I keep trying to improve? Why do I keep buying $1,000 cameras and all the little attachments and doing all of this stuff to try and get better and getting this camera and that camera when I get like 3 views? Why? You want to know? Because I really thought about this to myself. Because sometimes I sit in the same chair And then I just sit like this, and I just think to myself like, damn, bro, like I'm nothing. Thank you, darling nurse. Thank you. Right? I hear you on YouTube thing. I do videos too, but don't point. Yeah. Exactly. It's for me, not for them. Exactly. And everything you guys are saying is so right and so true. And that's what I had to think about is why don't I quit? And then I think to myself, the reason I don't quit, guys, is because when I failed in my first store, my first physical store, I didn't quit. When I got fired from Sam's Club because I didn't meet the age requirement, and I felt like I was doing such a great job at sales, selling memberships and everything, and I gave them everything I got, I didn't quit. When I couldn't even afford a car and my car was stopping and breaking down at every red light, I didn't quit. It's like you don't quit. Welcome to the family. I really appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Thank you. You got that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna keep going for sure. And that's the point. Like, I think we all have to combine and really realize that we all are motivation. We're all forms of motivation, because I think we all have those moments where we just like, damn, like you start second guessing yourself. The water scene. You on a boat, the water seems endless, but you're closer to land than you think. Keep up the belief. I like that, Dom. That's nice. That's nice. Facts, though. You're right. Don't give up on you. Yes, because if you give up on yourself, that's when you fail. When you give up on you, that's when you fail. Not the other way around. When a platform isn't pushing you, or maybe the people aren't supporting you, it does not necessarily reflect on who you are. I'm telling you. And that's why I keep going. And I think that it's beautiful because you get to make different connections with people and start to experience people in different ways. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm going to get going, y'all. I'm going to eat dinner. But I really thank everybody for coming on live. I hope you guys have a great night. And honestly, sorry for the long rant, but I think that, again, somebody somewhere needs this, because somebody somewhere is on the brink of just giving up, man. And it's like, don't give up on yourself, but also don't be a fool, and don't want to be successful so much and tired of where you're at so much that you settle for just anything, right? There's a balance, right? If you're not in the position you want to be, it's because the habits are not necessarily in your favor, and you need to switch something. Something is missing. Now, I do believe in that. Every time that you don't get the result that you need, try another way. Try something else. Try another tweak. Try another way. Maybe it's just the way that you got to do this, or maybe you got to do that a little better. Always get better. Always understand to never feel like the problem is that, and realize the problem lies always in you, because the problem still can get solved, but it needs to get solved by you. You need to be a walking solution instead of focusing on being a walking problem. And that is what I had to learn, bro. I had videos that I thought this is one of my best. Yup. And it flops. Yeah. Currently have that happening to me now. But you're right. You're right, man. You are so right, a real squirrel. You're so right. Facts. That is so true. But also, it's so beautiful too, because you wake up every day and you have a mission. That's another thing too. You always got to look at your problems and be like, yo, when I wake up, I know that I got to get better at this. So let me actually analyze and figure out how I can. And that's what makes us entrepreneurs. And that's what makes us hustlers. And that's what makes us people that no one can stop, because we are not we're not valuable only because of what we have or the validation we get. We're valuable because of the problems we solve and the things that we get over and the objections we override and the success that we make happen, not wait to happen. That's a fact. So I'm going to get going, guys. Shout out to Royal Squirrel. Shout out to Darling Nurse. Welcome to the family. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys later. You guys be safe. And of course, don't give up on yourself. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back on live 7 p.m. Peace.